Revelations chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now, this thing is already going down. Now, in verse 11 it says, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches or the Israelites. You see, he that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. That's the nuclear missiles that's coming to destroy America and all of these red dragon countries or kingdoms. Now, when you look at the situation that's going down, you got the ICE, immigrant, Northern Kingdom of Israel concentration camp. You got prisons of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, plus the Northern camp, 2 million, close to 2 million locked down. You see, the process is already going down. The process is already going down. When you look at the verse in verse 9 of Revelation chapter 2, verse 9 is talking about the ones that's not the Israelites. They claiming to be Israelites, but they're not Israelites. And they really are the adversary to the Israelites. You see, Jacob had an adversary that was Esau. That's who these people are really is. But they claiming to be the Israelites. And then he said these peoples is going to be the ones that's going to be throwing you Israelites in the prison or concentration detention center, camp, jail, whatever name you want to put on it. But that's what they going to be doing in this 10-day tribulation. Now, Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, told us what the situation was going to be in Matthew 24. Is it 24, 21? He said, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And see, that world is talking about the nation of Israel. That's what that tribulation is talking about. And in Revelation, it brings the tribulation right back up. Great tribulation. Where you got the Northern Kingdom that's trying to flee their countries, and they've been thrown in concentration camp. You got the Southern Kingdom who being put through all type of punishments and thrown into prison is in the prison population. But now the beasts know that they got a short period of time, like Revelation 12:12 say. These dragons know that they got a short period of time. They trying to extend that because you got Corona detention centers, you have FEMA detention centers, you have ICE detention center, you have prisons. So now you got all the facilities to facilitate you getting rid of the Israelites. Because just how Esau said, now my father is dead, and I plan, let's don't quote it, let's read it. Genesis 27, my favorite chapter almost in the Bible. Genesis 27. Let's read 41. He said, Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You see, that's what's going on. They know that their blessing is running out. And they mad about the blessing that we finna receive. And so now they ready to slay. Now their anger is starting and their wrath is coming. When you go to Revelation chapter 12, it lets you know. Once that wrath come, they gonna start waging war. You see, they gonna start waging war, and the Israelites gonna be the brunt of that war being waged. Now in chapter 12, verse 17, it say, then the dragon, these red dragons, these devils, these imposters, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. See, they mad with the woman. Just like it said in Revelation 2, 9 and 10. The great tribulation is coming to these Israelites. And they're going to start throwing these sapsuckers in the prison. And 12 say when they see they got a short period of time, they're going to get even worse. You see, it's going to increase even worse. And in Revelation 12:17, it say, the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to wage war with the remnant of her seed. I mean, they looking for the elect. We know we gonna get the wicked ones, but now we trying to narrow this thing down. Now we trying to see exactly who these elect ones is. So we got to either put some kind of tracking device on all of them, get them in one area, so we can narrow this thing down. You see, and we gonna know instantly once they start refusing, because the elect not gonna accept the operation. So instantly, boom, whoever refused to comply with our mark of the beast, we know they got to be one of the elect, and we can attack and get rid of their behind. And so that's why he told them in Matthew 24, he said, the time got to be shortened, man, because these peoples, if we don't shorten this time, they're going to exterminate the elect. They're going to get rid of the elect. Revelation 24:22, he says, except those days shall be shortened, there shall be no flesh, there should no flesh be saved for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see, he gonna shorten these days because he not gonna let these people exterminate his elect. Because when you get to verse 30, he said, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. 31, it said, he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. You see, and they say from the four winds of the end of the earth. That's why they locking people down and all over the world, especially all over the kingdoms that's ran by the dragons, in which they got 600. America alone got 600 embassies all over the place. So, you know, they can find you and they probably know where you at. Then you got these other nations that's in cahoots with them, because they have a united nation. So these individuals is spread throughout the whole earth, and you got to be able to track everybody on the earth, lock everybody down on the earth that's refusing because the elect is going to refuse to comply, because they got to be gathered from the four winds. You see, they got to be gathered from the four winds, so they going to refuse. And so that's the way, and they going to be tried, you see, because the Most High told them that you're going to be tried now. You're going to be tried 10 days, and it's going to be the hour of temptation for you. It's going to be the hour of temptation for my elect that I'm going to give this whole world to forever. I'm going to give you the world forever. So you're going to have to be tested and tried to run my operation. You know, I'm going to have to test you and try you before I hand you the keys to the kingdom. Now it say in Revelation 3:10, it say, because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, and I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, that's what he doing to the elect. And he's using Esau, his sword, when you go to Psalms 13 and 17, is it? Let's get that real quick, because it breaks it down so simple and plain. It's 17, Salakia. Psalm 17:13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see, these people is the sword of the Lord. And then it explains what it was talking about. Say, from men which are thy hand. See, he's controlling these people like they his hand. Oh Lord, from men of the world. You see, he telling them, not he let them know, because see, some of these translations might try to switch it up on you and don't put sword, or try to say something different than what he said in the King James. But the next verse lets you know what he talking about. He said, disappoint these people that's your hand, and these are the men of the world. He's talking about a specific people. He's using these people, but he's saying you sending them after our nation, but save me out of that mix. Pretty much that's what he's talking to the elect. Don't let me be taken away with the wicked. Where we at? But that's the whole situation. The Most High is coming for his elect, and he coming for the wicked peoples of his nation to punish they behind. And all of them gonna be tried in the fire, and only 2/3 is gonna not make it, and the 1/3 is gonna be that elect that he's gonna save and pass through the fire. Man, I'm gonna leave it there. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shah, B'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.